Yeah. Got my guy Tyler Goodjohn coming on. We got to talk about it. BKFC 27, August 20th. He's going against James Lilley. My man's back though. He's back, so we got to get all the deets. So let's do this right now. Tyler,
Oh, what's happening, my man?
what up? What up? We live from Miami right now, bro.
We're live from Miami, man. Flagler, West Flagler.
Nice. How you liking that Miami lifestyle now, bro? That you're here.
I absolutely love it. Yeah, I've been here about 2 months now. Yeah, man, I love it. Everything about it. It's been a real pleasure being here.
Yeah, man, you had a long trip, bro. You had a lot of stuff been going on with you. I follow you, bro, and you know, I've seen like the transition. I've seen, you battling with COVID and trying to get a fight camp going and trying to get your team. So you went through all these struggles, and now finally you're in Miami. You got a team, you got a camp. What's that? What's the big difference for you with all of that?
Yeah, man. I've been banging at the door for a long time, and to be honest, it wasn't really my time. All the pandemic and everything else, it was just it was an unusual time. Like you said there, I couldn't have any sort of team with me when I was fighting or any real routine. I'm laser focused now. I'm just so focused. I've got a team around me. Everything's just scheduled. I'm just laser focused. Like I say, a lot of my team are taking the pressure off me, and which allows you to train harder, longer, smarter.
Yeah,
So
man.
man.
It's great. I've been watching it, on social media. So you put that work in, training. Obviously, we talked about you and Palomino training. I talked to Palomino a couple of weeks ago. He's so happy to have you on the team. That I'm sure that you could feel the difference. Training, not taking anything away from your previous training, but now that you have a full camp and you're focused on this fight, and you got to worry about all that other stuff. That's got to be just in itself. That's got to be a game changer for you.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my whole bare knuckle career, I've had a boxing trainer, a guy who's very close to me, but he's an amateur and a professional coach. And he basically done it to help me out because I know him, in my boxing days and that. Everything else I done was off my own back. So, I pretty much trained myself in every other department, the other days of the week and took myself off of sparring and that kind of stuff. So, to have a team now, like I say, I've got my specific training scheduled in to do, and I've been training with Baboon, a couple of months now, and I'm a great trainer. I'm a very, very, very hard trainer, in terms of like you tell me to do something, I'll do it. But there's specifics to this game. Do you know what I mean? It's not just being a war horse and being fit enough to just keep going. It's got to be explosive. It's 5 2-minute rounds at the end of the day. And as much as I can fight all day and everything else, I need to conform to that. If I want to be champion.
Yo, and that's the thing, because you already got that dog in you. We've seen it. With you and Palomino especially. And of course I've seen your documentary as well, which was dope, by the way. So whoever's watching this better watch Tyler Goodjohn's documentary because it is badass. But you already got that dog in you, man. You can fight to the end, to the death. We've seen it. Now adding the more technicality to your game. I think that right there is we're gonna see I think we're gonna see a different Tyler Goodjohn in this fight. What do you think?
100%. I like to say, I don't want to say that I've lacked focus, but it's been focused probably in the wrong areas. Do you know what I mean? Like I haven't had someone standing back and going, do you know what, actually, Tyler, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's been off my own back, like I say. So, I've been doing what I thought was right for a long time, and when I fought Palomino, it showed that there's things that I need to improve on. There's things that I need to do. I'm not the champion yet. Yeah, no, it's great. I'm in a great place. Mentally, physically. So I'm happy, man. It's just doing my thing. Training hard every day, learning every day.
I talked to Luis a couple weeks ago, and what he told me, he was like, because you guys are family, so he's like, I'm gonna defend that 155 belt one more time, and after I defend that belt, he's gonna relinquish it, or however it ends up. That's gonna be his last fight, 155. He's gonna focus on 65, and he wants you focusing on that 55 belt. Is that something you guys discussed?
Yeah,
Is that the game plan for the team?
yeah, man. He's gonna hand the baton down. That's the plan. Yeah, man. It's getting a busy 155 division. To be honest, I probably think that actually James Lilley is probably the most dangerous of all of the 155ers. You know what I mean? He's number two or whatever he
Yeah.
is. Tom Shoaf ahead of him. I actually think James Lilley's a better fighter than Tom Shoaf.
That's something interesting because you and Tom Schoaf, y'all always been going back and forth about a potential fight. So I was actually hoping that was going to be the next fight for you. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I thought, like, because you brought up Schoaf, I thought that was going to be the next fight for you. So I was surprised that it was you and Lily. I mean, we're going to be a great fight regardless, but
Yeah.
I thought you and Schoaf was going to be the next one.
Yeah, I mean that was a fight that I wanted to. I was calling for it. It's a very fan friendly fight. It's a fun fight. I want someone who's going to come and just plant their feet and trade with me. And I know that Tom Shoaf's that guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a fun fight. But yeah, James Lilley.
James Lilley, man, he's a tough competitor. Obviously, BKB in the UK, and I think it's really cool that it's funny to me because you've done all this work to get here to Miami to train, but now your next fight's back in the UK, bro.
Yeah, man. It's look, to be honest, it's gonna be a really good moment. Not only is the show unbelievable, from a fan's perspective, also like I haven't fought in England for like 2 or 3 years now, so it's going to be nice to come back. And I feel like I'm the man who sort of brought bare knuckle to the forefront from England. So it's going to be nice to say, look, I'm back. Here I am. Still doing my thing. I thought I brought it to the forefront, and I'm bringing it back.
Yo, and let me tell you, I'm excited to watch this event because let me tell you something. I've never been to the UK, bro. I was in England on a layover in the airport for like 3 hours. That was it, that was it. So,
Joys
but
of
I got what's that?
joys of Heathrow Airport.
Yes, that's where I was. Yep, nice airport, by the way. I had a good time in there for 3 hours running around. But you know what, bro? When I watch sporting events and I see how dedicated the fans are out there in the UK, they're awesome fans, man. They're my favorite fans to watch when I watch an event. Like they're just so invested, and the
Yeah,
singing and the crowd and just that it's just a great, great energy, that they bring, man. So I think, with you going back home, I think it's fitting, man. To your return to BKFC, I think it's gonna be dope.
yeah, man. It's like I say, like you said earlier, I've had a lot of things going on, like especially in the last year. It's been a lot of ups and downs just in my
Mm.
personal life and everything else. So I'm really winning in that I've come out here and I've just turned my life around, and I'm back fighting, and I'm back fighting in the UK. So it's yeah, man, it's exciting. It's going to be emotional for me to be back in front of my friends, my family, and everything else, because my last two fights in America were in the pandemic. Like I say, no one could come with me. I had no one, in the crowd shouting, screaming my name. Everyone was screaming the other guy's name. So, yeah, it'd be nice to have a voice. Go on, Tyler.
Hell yeah, man. That's gonna be dope, bro. I can't wait to tune in and watch it, man. I wish I could be there live, but my schedule won't allow me to be there. But I'll be watching for sure, bro. I got the app. I'm ready. But yo, so did you and Feldman talk, by the way? Did you guys finally have a chat and
Yeah,
be like, hey, we good now? Like what's going on with that?
yeah, man. We chatted. I mean, look, we've got a lot of. Look, I'm gonna say this. Look, a lot of. I come to BKFC in a very stressful period for everyone with the pandemic and everything else. Things happened on both sides, but we now have a mediator with Luis Palomino in the middle, with my management and everything else. And I went to Baboon's press conference, obviously for his fight a couple of weeks ago. Dave come tapped me on the back and he gave me a big hug, man. And it was like, look, do you know what? Let's just squash it and let's just move forward because we're gonna be good for each other. Do you know what I mean?
Of course.
So let's make this happen.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that, man. Dave's a good dude, man. Like, I don't care what people say about Dave. Like, I've always had a good experience with Dave. Even some things like that I disagree with BKFC. Like, Dave will hit me up. We'll talk. Like we'll chat. We'll text. So Dave seems like if there is an issue, he's gonna try to diffuse it too. So I'm glad you all worked that out.
Yeah, man. It's like I say, look, BKFC are growing strength to strength, and like I say, I like to think I'm the big bare knuckle draw from England and obviously now in America. So we can both help each other massively. I want to be involved in their massive entertaining fights, and I know that he wants to put them on. So we've sorted things out.
Bro, they're killing it. This BKFC, man, they are killing it. They're signing everybody. I mean, this Buckhouse signing that they just had. I mean, the greatest Muay Thai fighter there is. Unbelievable. What a signing. Wow, that caught me off guard. I didn't even know that was coming. That was great.
Yeah.
So they're making moves.
This is, look, I said it a long time ago. I said it when I first come over to Palomino Ayla's fight in Miami at the Intercontinental Hotel, and I mean that was mid-COVID, so it wasn't even like it was a full show, and it was just electric. I remember walking away afterwards and thinking, wow, the energy and everything else. This is different, and when BKFC bring that energy over to Wembley. It's going to be a shutdown. Believe me, I think people are going to really catch on quick with this BKFC.
Yo, how many people does that arena hold?
It's a lot, I actually fought there when I was 19 years old on the undercard of Tyson Fury. So it'll be nice to go back there, man, because it was a good venue, But it's a big place. It holds a lot of people. Yeah, man, it's gonna be rocking.
Yeah, that might be their biggest drawing. It might be. I could see they packed that house immediately. I'm sure the tickets are probably sold out by now.
Yeah, I can really see it. Like I just know, I just know what people want to see, and like I say, the energy, the production, everything. It's just it's top class. Do you know what I mean? It's people are gonna be buzzing when they see this show.
And that card you're on is stacked, man. I mean, you got your doppelganger Mike Perry's in the main event. He's fighting MVP. That's going to be a badass fucking fight.
Yeah. From a fan's point of view, I want to see that fight. I keep saying that to people. I'm like, this is going to be an insane card, So that's a real fight. Yeah, man, it's cool. It's just to be part of it. The buzz around it, fight week, everything else is gonna be very exciting.
They're gonna after this. I got a funny feeling they're gonna do way more events like this because I just know already, just being a fan, watching combat sports and sports in general for a long time. England, it's gonna blow the fuck up over there like crazy. It's a good collab that they just did.
It's just cool. Like in my opinion, like back in the UK. Like traditional boxing has always been our sport, but for me, boxing at the minute, glove boxing, it's really taking a backward step, and I just think people are getting bored with it all. They're getting very bored with the whole, showy bullshit, basically. Yeah. One thing with BKFC, you're getting entertainment, man. People turn up, they fight, and it's all action. I mean, a lot of casual fans want to see blood, want to see knockouts. Well, look, very rarely does a fight go the distance in BKFC. So it definitely gives you that, But also it gives a chance for us, us people who are from, MMA, professional boxing, who had that skill set to go and try something different, man, and conform to that, you know.
Yeah, and it's been great for some people, you know. Well, since we're on the subject of, you know, Palomino, great for Palomino. You know,
Yeah,
very good MMA career. He never made it to the UFC, but I mean, he's had legendary fights with, you know, with Gaethje and Masvidal.
yeah,
But he comes over to bare knuckle, and he's the pound for pound number one guy. You know, so it's cool what bare knuckle has done for people's
yeah,
careers,
yeah.
and
You know,
it's guys that are overlooked in some sports, or they didn't get
yeah.
that break that they were looking for, are getting it now.
Well, I think to be honest as well, like the great thing behind it is that like we're interesting characters to even get in at bare knuckle, and like you know, you look at Palomino. The only reason we spoke about it, the only reason Palomino never got into UFC, you know, his face didn't fit, things didn't happen, opportunities didn't arise. You know, it happens. It happens in a lot of people's careers. You know, and then there's me, who obviously lost his pro boxing license, got it taken away from me. So where do I go from this? Do you know what I mean? All I've ever done is boxing. So it, you know, it was bare knuckle. It was a natural thing, really. But you know, I'm sure everyone's got an interesting story to as to why they got into bare knuckle.
It's a question I ask a lot of people. I know that's a question everybody probably asks every, you know, every fighter. Why'd you get into bare knuckle? But
Yeah,
it's a cool question because mainly a lot of people have a different story. You know why they got involved. You know your story
yeah,
I enjoy because I know your story, and I
yeah,
followed you and continue to do so. So I know what you've been through based on what, you know, what I've seen, and I'm like, yo, this guy. I'm rooting for Tyler Goodjohn. As a matter of fact, I've always liked you. You know, you're a cool dude. Like I know we met. It's interesting because like, you know, fans, they see just what they see on TV. You know, not a lot of people are gonna have the opportunity to meet you and speak to you. You know, so they're gonna have this own idea in their head. You know, so like I met you, I was like, oh, this guy's cool as shit, man. You know, glad he came over here, man. And you know, we do these interviews and it's fun. Watch you, but I rooted for you. I'm like, yo, Tyler's cool because like it's not that you really were talking shit about people. It's just that, you know, you got your own swagger about you, and you know, the swagger that you have is, I could see a lot of people hating on you, you know, and it's nothing bad to say about you. It's just, you know, like, but that's cool because you're a character in your own right, and you're gonna put ass in the seats. People gonna want to see you fight, whether they want to see you win or lose. They're gonna want to see you fight, man. So you got that showsmanship too about you, which is super helpful, especially in the BKFC because they love that shit, man.
yeah, yeah. I mean, look, you know, I'm a hardworking guy. You know, I'm just like everyone else, but I believe in myself. I'm not embarrassed or ashamed to say it. I believe in myself 110%, and you know that's gonna come across arrogant to a lot of people, but it's you know it's not that. It's that I believe in myself, and to be honest, if I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't be sat where I am now. You know,
Damn right.
I've been banned from boxing. I've had all kinds of mad stuff happen to me in my life that I could have easily just walked away, but I didn't. So, you know, and that's because I believe in myself. So, like I say, I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to act. You know, confident. You know.
Why'd you get, I forget, why did they ban you from boxing?
So they banned me from boxing because I used to make £140, and I said in a podcast, so it was literally just like an old like war story type thing about how I used to have to cut so much weight to make £140, use saunas, salt baths, and yeah, they took my license away from me.
Wow. So you're not
So
allowed to say shit. They just
nah,
want you
man,
to stay
nah,
quiet.
like
Wow.
I mean, every single person that I've ever said that to has been like, yeah, but everyone does that. And I'm like, yeah. But you're obviously just not allowed to talk about it. That's, you know, everyone knows it happens and it will forever
No.
happen. But yeah, just don't say nothing about it.
Yeah, they don't say a word about it, man. They're taking your license away, these motherfuckers. They don't want you to make money, bro. It's bad enough
No.
they ain't gonna pay you to what you want to get
Well,
paid,
the
but
thing is, like, when you really break it down, like, you know, there's been fighters in the game that have taken steroids and got like 6 month bans. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah, I
that's the
hear you.
worst bit about it, because people have been actually dope tested, been tested, and it's come back positive for, you know, for steroids. And yeah, these guys are only getting 6 month bans, and they're big name guys who actually probably only fight every 6 months anyway. So it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter. Um, Yeah, it all just boils down to a bit of money, and at the end of the day, I wasn't earning the British Board of Control enough money to really care about it, so they just made me example of, oh no, don't dehydrate, it's bad for you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers. Well, they lost your game. You're
yeah,
here now doing your thing. You got this big fight with James Lilley, man. I mean, how do you see, you've obviously followed him. You've seen his fights, you guys from the same motherland. So, you know, what's your I don't want to say prediction, but how do you feel going into this fight? How do you see this fight going?
yeah. Like I say, I know him. I say I know him. I've seen him through being on the same BKB promotions back in England. He's a solid fighter. He's a solid fighter. Um, Technically good, all round good. To be fair, it's in no way an easy fight. Um, I've had a year out, had shoulder surgery, and that I've come back. I'm showing that I want to get straight back in there with the top boys. So, um, yeah, man, James Lilley, has my respect as a fighter. He's a decent fighter, um, but I was a different animal anyway. But with the new team, I'm two animals. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be El Tornado's triumphant return.
Yo, you may turn into the Miami Hurricane now, bro, because
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bro. You may go
yeah,
from a tornado to a Cat 5
yeah.
very quickly, man, training with that team over there, brother.
I'm a Cat 5, man.
Hell yeah, man. We're going from tornadoes to hurricanes, man. This shit's getting crazy over here, brother.
Yeah, man. Cool, it's cool, man. I'm doing what I love, and do you know what it very much feels like out here? Like I'm literally I'm just sat outside the house I'm staying at. I'm renting a bedroom. I'm eating, sleeping, and just literally repeating. It feels very much like when I turned professional boxing and I had to move away to London, and live away and train. Do you know what I mean? I've got that freshness back, that love back, that fire back. And to be honest, like at 31, I didn't think I'd find it again, but I really have. And I'm just soaking it all up like a sponge, man. Yeah, it's exciting.
It is, man. It's great to see. 31, bro. Listen, you still got a long career ahead of you, and most importantly, it's amazing what the right people in your life could do for you.
Yeah,
It really is. It's true. So you're in the mecca of the fight game. Miami. Everybody's training in Miami. We
yeah,
all see them cats fighting in Vegas, but they're all down here training. So Miami's the place to be. There's a
yeah.
gym on every corner. You got a great team over there. You're with a champ. So bro, I mean, you got everything now that everything what you talked about when me and you
Oh,
talked last time, you got it.
everything I've ever wished for. Like before I come out here, I was telling everyone back home. I said, "Look, you don't understand. This is my golden ticket. This is what I've been training and fighting for 21 years. Do you know what I mean? To come out to Miami and train amongst all the best like I am, this is the golden ticket. So, um, yeah, I'm treating it like that. I'm head down and I'm training.
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for you, bro. I can't wait to see you back in there. We're only a month and a half away. It's gonna come quick. And before you know it, man, that bell's gonna ring. You're gonna toe the line, and it's time to show that category 5, man. Show everybody what's been going down in Miami, brother.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be exciting, man. To say everyone tuned into this show, man, because trust me, it's like I say, the whole card's good. The whole card is good. You're gonna see a lot of up and coming UK talent as well. And I do think England's got a lot to give through bare knuckle because we have got some talented fighters, and a lot of these fighters are getting overlooked in boxing and MMA and stuff like that. So they're thinking, do you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go to bare knuckle. I'm going to get put in these big fights, pretty much like I was. I was a TV pro boxer. I was boxing on Sky a lot. Because of the predicament I was in, I've ended up losing my license and everything else, and guided me towards bare knuckle, and now I'm here. and I've got the chance to be a pioneer up in this bitch. You know what I mean?
Damn right, bro. And this shit is now is the time. It's blowing up. I mean, it's just blowing up. They elevated it. Now it's being talked about everywhere. I remember when I first started covering BKFC, you weren't getting guys like the Schmo showing up or, MMA out with Harry Elwani, MMA junkie. Nobody was even talking about it or taking them seriously. I was over there with some of the real OGs that were covering the sport, for a minute over here in the States. And then, now as it evolved, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon, which I think is great because it helps, it helps grow the
Yeah.
sport, get the name out there, get the word out there, get guys like you over interested to fight here. So it's going to be dope. And then they got that Elmore kind of Tierney fight, which I'm real interested in seeing too, because
Yeah, man.
Tierney is a great talent. Elmore is a dog, so that's gonna be another great fight on that card too.
Yeah, man. It's a great fight. Connor's another fighter that carries weight with his name in the UK. You know what I mean? They love him. He's always in good fights. Joe Elmore, he comes to war, have a war. So yeah, I'm interested to see that fight. My head tells me Connor. He's got all the skills and everything else, but I also know that Connor likes to fight and mix it up as well. His heart does come out at times, so it's an interesting fight. But yeah, it's Mick Terrell against Sam Shoemaker. Um, yeah, man.
Another good fight. Yep.
Yeah, so some real deal fights there. The UK fans are going to be, I think it's going to precede their expectations. I really do.
Yo, some off subject stuff. Miami. You've been to any hot spots yet? I know you've been training. I know you've been, real focused. Or if you haven't been, is there any places that you like? Yo, I gotta check that out after my fight when I get back.
Well, I mean, this was actually my girlfriend who brought this up when she was out here with me. She's gone back about 2 weeks ago, but she wanted to go. Is it the Booby Trap?
Okay, yeah, it's a fun place.
But you know what, mate, I'm happy, man. I'm so tired all the time that I just want to chill out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm not training, I just want to sit out on this porch, take in the sun, listen to a bit of music, and I'm happy, man. That's I'm living this healthy life now, and I'm happy.
That's good, man. I'm happy to hear that, bro. And it's gonna show, man. That's for sure. And then, you got the beach, you got South Beach, you got so much shit going on down there. I mean,
When
anytime you're ready,
yeah,
you could do something over there.
yeah, like when the time's right, like after. I mean, I'm getting my 3-year working visa, so I'm gonna be after this fight. I'm gonna be coming out here, looking to work and find other things to do outside, outside of fighting as well. So yeah, I need to explore, man. Miami's big, so I need to explore, and yeah, I've not even scratched the surface, man.
Yo, anytime you want to chill, man, you can even hop on the Bright Line, bro. Take it right to my doorstep, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I got to ride my first jet ski about a week ago. I'm doing it I'm introducing it slowly.
Hell yeah.
Miami life, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah, you're gonna get hooked in right away, man. It just sucks you in. It's that city, that city life. It just brings you,
Let me turn the light on.
yeah, for sure. My man's in his skivvies. He's doing the interview in his skivvies, my guy.
You know what I'm in the Diego Maradona World Cup shorts.
All right, there you go. Yeah, man, they better win, right, bro?
Mate, the Diegos. Do you know what I mean? People will know that. Like 1980 World Cup, back when shorts were shorts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're short shorts, bro. My dad used to wear those shorts back in the
Yeah.
80s, bro. They're back.
They're back. I'm bringing it back. Oh, it's too light now. Here we go.
Yeah, you good. Perfect, bro. There it is, man. Yeah, bro. And then, I'm sure Palomino gonna introduce you to a bunch of stuff out there. I'm sure he has already, man. But yeah, you ever come up this way too, man? We'll get together for sure, man. We got some cool
100%.
little spots over here. And then we got some gyms too. I can introduce some people up this way too. It's always good to meet people. But yeah, man, mi casa su casa, brother. Anytime.
Yeah, man. That sounds sick to me, man. I'm down for that.
Hell yeah, man. So I'm wishing you luck, my brother. I want to thank you for taking the time to come on here. I know you got a busy schedule and, I'm sure you got to get up early tomorrow, bro. But, thank you, man. wishing you luck. I know you're gonna do your thing out there. It's gonna be exciting. So for the fans, this is one you do not want to miss. This is gonna Tyler, my
No.
man Tyler Goodjohn making his return.
The return of El Tornado. It's been, like I say, it's been a long year for me. I'm just dying to get back in there and start punching. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man.
It's gonna be sick, my brother. Cheers, mate. Always good talking to you, my brother.
Thank you very much, mate. See you soon.
Peace, my brother.
Bye.
Tyler Goodjohn, El Tornado. He's turning into that Cat 5 hurricane. I can't wait to see my guy in action. Tyler's a good dude, man. Very cool guy. So show that man some love on social media. Give him a follow. With that being said, we're gonna do a show tomorrow night as well. I'm thinking about going live again. I'm not sure. You guys hit me up. Let me know if you want me to do the lives. I like doing the pre-record. It's less demanding. I mean, I can do the lives. Who am I kidding? I've been doing the lives forever, but whatever, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You guys let me know what you think. Tomorrow I got Gabriel Fire coming on because, we got to talk about it too. BYB's coming up August 27th and Doral. Big show. So that's going to be a lot of fun too. I will be there for that live. So that's going to be cool. So thank you guys for tuning in. Peace.